Hi, friends. I get a lot of questions about anxiety. I want to talk a little about what causes it, how it develops. I think this will be helpful. Anxiety is more common in women, about 2 to 3 times more so than in men. And fundamentally, it's really about an imbalance. Specifically, it's a situation related to the disruption of your masculine feminine balance, not being able to stay in the present moment and your mind drifting more toward the future. When you're operating too much in your masculine energy, you always have to focus on the future. You're constantly making calculations and thinking about a future situation. That scenario is just always running in your head. Fundamentally, this means operating in your masculine energy. If you're a woman and you're constantly engaged in a masculine type job, or even at home in your own space, you're forced to be in that masculine role. Your masculine side becomes very dominant over time. And you start dealing with things that are normally in the male domain, situations related to the future. I mean, if you think back to prehistoric times, men were always outside, engaged in a struggle, a battle, planning the next step. Think about it, like when they were hunting, they were always preoccupied with that. So for men, it's a normal state. But for a woman, it's not like that. Of course, when you're forced to be in that masculine role, whether at home or in your work environment, you're forced to focus too much on the future. And this increases anxiety. So anxiety, which is actually the brain's normal survival mode, becomes chronic for you and starts to interfere with your life. And actually, a similar situation exists for men too. When men are operating too much in their masculine energy, meaning they can't switch over to their feminine side at all, when they feel too much worry about life, about their circumstances, about the problems they're facing, the things they need to solve, when they're in that state of excessive worry, they're too far in their masculine energy. They lose their balance, essentially. And this also causes anxiety to develop. So, worry and anxiety, which are actually a program used by our brain to help us focus on things and ensure our survival, unfortunately, when it becomes ingrained in us like this, when we're excessively in our masculine energy, when we're in a state of constantly thinking about the future, it presents itself as a problem.